C5. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
This defense for the Steelers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now Austin. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 23. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to blow that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play action. Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett going to bootleg it. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
3rd and 12. Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The Colts had 3 and 10 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how.
2nd down and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Finding Pickens for another catch. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still going inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. First and goal at the 1. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
65 catch, 65 catch. Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson off the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Here we go. Back. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And Pickett going to move his guys around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the gun, here's Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Harris running straight ahead. Trucks over him. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down, a run, and this is a reverse here. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Austin, the man in motion left. Here's Pickett on second down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Freddie Gray getting in there and burying him
Defensive Player of the Year the other, and they just lock people down.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Check. Ready.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. There he goes, left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Okay, ready.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Smash.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Roll. Check up.
They run once more with Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Richardson's throw caught by Bruce. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett back to throw. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Pickett changing the play. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, yeah, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Ready? No, no.
Running left, Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Steelers 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with an end around. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll come up now on 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stumped up in the backfield.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw here. Pickett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We have an injured player out there. And oh boy, that's the quarterback, Kenny Pickett, who's in some pain after that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Here's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Trubisky. He's got Pickens complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. He'll buy some time right. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
it's Trubisky. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Trubisky. The 6-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Steelers have won the game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
them out, point 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 them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, 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 and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, 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 and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from NOLA, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I tap in with the ones in your city. We may move.
Ready?
Why would I hold him out for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is season with my